Well, welcome along to live stream number 17. I'm managing Fiorentina and I'm playing the console version of Football Manager 2026. And the quest for Champions League glory continues after last season doing the domestic treble. We ain't going to do that this season because at the end of the last episode we actually lost the Super Cup final to Inter Milan. It would appear they are our big rivals for the league as well this season, so they've already got one up on us. Okay, let's jump in and let's have a look what's been going on. Okay, so in the last episode, results were well far from good. If I'm honest, I kind of thought that after last season winning the treble, domestic treble, we would go on and be very consistent, but not so much. 2-1 loss against Lazio. PSV beat us at our place as well in the Champions League. Manchester City 2-2 draw, but that was at home as well. I didn't really expect to get any points out of that, but that was why it was so important to get a result in the PSV game. But we didn't actually, and like I say, I'm a little bit disappointed at the moment the way it's going, if I'm honest. Pisa 3-0 win, Bologna in the Super Cup semi-final, a very narrow 1-0 win. And then the last game on the Friday evening's live stream. The live streams go out 7:30-ish Mondays and Fridays. And the last game of that night was the Super Cup final. And it was against Inter Milan. And we were winning that game, I think 1-0 if I remember rightly. And then they came back and scored 2 goals. And we didn't get the shiny silverware. Hiya Mike, how are you doing, mate? Hiya Stevie. Hiya Charlie, how are you doing, mate? Hope everybody's had a good weekend. It's still quite mild, isn't it? Mind you, to be honest, I can't believe how quick January and February, particularly February this year has gone. 1st of February, 28th of February, just went. And I have no idea where it went. So to be quite honest, we're in March now, and the weather. We're heading towards spring. We should be getting a little bit of nicer weather, shouldn't we? So, it's we have known like snow in May before now, haven't we? But yeah, hopefully we've seen the back end of the frosts, and it should be getting a bit better now. So, and I've got my windows open, which is always a good sign because I'm up in the north. We have a saying for it. You're being nesh if you feel the cold. I am extremely nesh. Right, okay. I think we're just going to get a few games played tonight. So we've got Reggiana next at home. Italian Cup 3rd round. A bunch of Serie A games. I'm guessing if we get through to the 4th round, that maybe we wedged in there somewhere. And we have the last 2 games in the Champions League phase. Dortmund away and Everton away. Let's just have a quick look how we are doing. I always make that mistake. So the league situation is as follows. So even though we've not been doing massively well, we are still top by 3 points. So kind of last 5 games, 3 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. Same as Inter Milan. Bergamo there have played a game more than us, as have Roma. In fact, most teams have played a game more than us. So with a win, we could go 37 points, and that would put us, 9 points ahead of 3rd place. Champions League is, it's, considering this season we're meant to be making a good go at the Champions League, it's not going that well, really, if I'm honest. And I'm a little bit disappointed. At the moment, with 2 games to play, we are sitting in 9th place with 11 points. We have got the Manchester City game out of the way though, but one of the games we play is Dortmund and they're in 3rd. At Everton, where are Everton? Everton, they're the same points as us. Actually, I don't know whether that's on. I don't know how it goes for position in the Champions League, but Everton away, maybe winnable. Dortmund looking maybe not winnable. So it looks possibly at this moment in time like we will end up in a playoff position. rather than getting the top 8. But you never know. You never know. As the old saying goes, football is a very funny game. So let's bob the game on a little bit and let's move into some football and see if we can do a little bit. The consistency's just not there. And it's weird how the AI just flicks that switch, and a game that was ticking over like a well-oiled clock all of a sudden isn't anymore. Okay, what's this? We're receiving 4.46 million. Okay, I'm guessing that probably would have been double that if we'd have won the Super Cup final. Of course, this is the other downside of not winning games in the cup competitions, because if you don't win them, you don't get the money either. So Inter Milan lists the Super Cup. Don't think we really need to know about that. Just moving through these emails here. I have no money to spend. We are coming up to the January transfer window. I have no money to spend unless somebody goes out. I mean, it might be quick, worth having a quick look here. So Saba is wanted. Kalali's wanted. Rubino. Engard. I mean, there's quite a few players wanted. So maybe, don't know. Okay, let's just keep moving on then. Let's get some football played. Yeah, so the weekend's football. I don't know whether anybody watched the. I mean, I'm not pointing the finger at Arsenal because most teams do it, but the way that there's a highlight being shown all of the time where Declan Rice. So I think it's an Arsenal fan who's posting it, saying, or is it an Arsenal fan? Or is it, no, it must be a Chelsea fan. Because Declan Rice goes up and the ball hits his arm and very nearly goes in the net, but the keeper tips it over. But he's got his arms around the player, stopping that player from jumping. And never mind handball or whatever, that is a foul. You can't stop somebody from jumping with your arms around them. And there's so many teams do it. And I just don't understand how it's being allowed. It is making a bit of a mockery of football, to be quite honest. Because if you can foul players like that, there was one of Haaland a few weeks ago, I've mentioned this before, and the corner was about to be taken, and who was it we were playing? I can't remember now. But the defender had his arms around Haaland and actually dragged him to the ground, and nothing was given because, shock horror, the ball wasn't in play. So what do we do then? Do we send all of the defending players off and go and have a brew? Because we may as well, if that's the rule, let's go and have a brew, and then it's a free header then. It's an absolute joke. But yeah, it's something needs to be done about it. Justice for goalkeepers. Yeah, something needs to be done about it. There's far too much shirt pulling. And the problem is, I mean, I've said this before, but my two twin grandsons play football, and they're 11, and you can see it coming into their game. So, you know, if an attacker gets away from them, they're grabbing out to grab the shirt. And I don't care whether it's my grandsons or I'm supporting their team or not, it's cheating. You cannot pull on somebody's shirt to drag them back. It's cheating. It really should be an automatic red card. I don't care where it is on the pitch. If you grab somebody's shirt and pull them back, red card, you're off, mate. And they should be done that at the corners as well. Just start handing red cards out, and that would stop them doing it. All of this arms round people. But they're doing it. Because it's not being stamped on, they're doing it more and more and more. There's like wrestling moves going on, and some players are not even watching the ball. The corner's being taken over there, and they're stood with the back to the corner watching the player. They're like this. It's all about. Yeah, there's far too much of it in football at the moment. Anyway, let's get into this. Right. Okay, so the average rating of my team then is still looking very, very good. I mean, even the players who are not on a 7. we're still looking very, very good. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I had a bit of a whinge about that, didn't I? Yeah, so we've lost the young left back now for probably 5 or 6 weeks. It depends how far Senegal get in the African Cup of Nations. But oh, and of course, oh, that's right. They did that, didn't they? Just before the Super Cup final. So I lost two of my back four because Tamori was injured and then Diouf. So I had to bring Hendricks and Saba in. Okay, well, it is what it is. Emery, Martel. Okay. I mean, let's give it a save there. Let's hope we don't get any shenanigans with that. I've been playing a bit of the not Leeds, Chelsea. Been playing a bit of the Chelsea save today, and I had no problems with that. I only played 4 games, so yeah, Trevor, just moving up to playing the first game of the evening. So yeah, first game of the evening coming up, and it's the third round of the Italian Cup, Reggiana. I hate the foul in the goalkeeper part, but I admire the accuracy of their corner kicks. Two centre halves being unbeatable in the air. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, is there? You know, if you've got somebody who can actually put a corner on a sixpence for somebody, absolutely fantastic. But dragging people to the ground when the referees are just stood there watching it. Just got Sheffield United to the Prem, but after a nightmare of a transfer window, all I care about is finishing fourth bottom. Oh, bloody hell. Sheffield United. Yeah, I was thinking of doing a Sheffield Wednesday because there's like financial problems there, isn't there? There's so many teams you could manage in Football Manager that would make an interesting save. No, you've not missed anything at all, Trev. Just me doing a bit of whinging about the cheating that goes on in football, dragging players to the ground at corners and all of that kind of malarkey. Shirt pulling. Okay, first game of the night then. So Italian Cup, third round. Can we progress to the fourth? If the consistency doesn't start picking up, we may well not have a very good season this season. And I think I recently signed a new contract with Fiorentina, didn't I? So the chance of getting any job offers, I think, is a bit slim. Although I think somebody did say that, you know, like if a team like, well, let's say Bayern Munich or a team that's got money comes in for you, then they're not bothered about paying, you know, like a buyout clause, are they really? But we do need a little bit of a, wouldn't you know it, Inter Milan 0, Genoa 1. Mind you, we were 1-0 up against them. And if you have just joined the stream, we're playing the console version of Football Manager 2026. I'm playing it on the PS5. And at the moment, we are... Oh, it's cousin off the post eventually. Montora there, he gets a nice goal for himself. Little bit of ping pong going on there in the penalty area, but eventually the ball finds its way over the line via the post. There we go, there's one. Try again. Bonk. Okay, we're winning 1-0. Right. Yeah, we need to get some consistency going now. We need to go on a run. We've got quite a few league games coming up now. And it would be nice to get some consistency in there and just build up a little bit of momentum. We've got those 2 Champions League games left. Having fun in the Korean second division. I have a decent target forward poacher combo, so I'm playing football the way it was meant to be played. Long. Oh dear. You know what? I mean, having watched Manchester City for years now, playing all this tip-tappy stuff, I would rather see long ball football than all of this shirt pulling and basically cheating. I would rather see that. I mean, I'm not a big fan of long ball football, but I'd rather see that. At least it's football and it's not cheating. There's far too much of it goes on. You watch Match of the Day now, and it's like virtually every team does it at a corner, just pulling and shoveling, wrestling players to the ground. And I thought there'd been a new law brought in where, you couldn't do that, and the referees were going to stamp on it. And I've not seen any evidence of that. Yeah, I injured my back a couple of weeks ago, but I went to see my grandsons play on Sunday for the first time in 3 weeks, and it wasn't the greatest. I think it was either 5 or 6-0. I think we lost. My grandson, who plays in defence, scored in his own goal in the first few minutes, and then he gave away a penalty. So and that was it then. If his head drops, then we generally lose because he's the one who marshals the team at the back. So I gave him a bit of a pep talk at the end. Me being, a master tactician, gobby gaffer and all of that. It's a shame, innit? Like when they're 11 and they go and bloody score an own goal in the first few minutes. It's hard to get them up from that. I'm like screaming on the pitch. Keep your head up. Don't let your head drop. But it's hard at 11, innit? It's there's not a lot you can do. Whoop! Take the ball with you, mate. Does help. Ooh. Lorenzo Luca has scored while I've been waffling away, and half an hour on the clock. Did I not do a rest period in between Inter Milan and this? Because we are looking very tired. That's the idea for my journeyman save if I make one. Starting the 6 tier like with Southport, but I'm not allowed to build from the back or counter press. Let's see how far I can go this time. No, there's been none yet, Jason. We have only been playing for 17 minutes, though. You have to give it a bit of a chance. We've not even got warmed up yet for it to cool down. Right, we're going to be pleased. Like I say, I don't know whether I put any rest periods in there, but well, of course, Hendricks would be tired, wouldn't it? Because I have no replacement for him. Okay, we've got a bit of a problem here. If I remember rightly, this was the problem I had in the Super Cup final, where I had nobody to put on that left-hand side. Right, I did all this, but I can't remember now. Right, he can't play there. Conde's right, but he can play left. Okay, that's interesting. Let's put Conde over there then. Let's see how that goes. Only had 3 crashes today. It was a good day. Oh, seriously, Mike? You've had 3 crashes today? Bloody hell. Tell you what, it was cold on Sunday. Even though it's like it seems quite mild and I've got my windows open, you get stood on the side of a football pitch and my God, it was cold. But my daughter for Christmas bought me a heated like gilet waistcoat thing, and it's bloody amazing. It's one of the best things I've ever bought. It's fantastic. It just has one of these power pack things. You plug it in and switch it on, away you go. So I bought her one for I think for this Christmas. But there's all kinds of so now they have them where they heat your neck and all different parts of your body. Really clever. Ooh. I had the ultimate bug on a piece and was in charge of reserve tactics and selection. I couldn't delegate. On the way out of it was holiday one day, but I had a Champions League game the same day. I honestly think that I thought by now we would have been in a place, and I think we were working towards it, where the game was not perfect, but a lot better. But the more things they appear or the more things they try to fix, the more things they appear to break. It's a bit bonkers, isn't it? It's a good job we're all addicted to football, isn't it? Because otherwise they'd have no players at all. Okay, Hendricks. Back to him. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. What's Hendricks still doing on the pitch? Did I... Just a second. Did I click the wrong buttons or something? What's Hendricks still doing on the pitch? What is going on here? The match graphics look different PC to console. Could be colour rendering, texture of grass colour. Yeah, well, I mean, there is that, isn't there, Jason? Okay, so we've got a little green thing here that I'm guessing... Yeah, so Hendricks has gone off and Condé has come on, but Hendricks is still on the pitch. Is it really? Yeah. I mean, I've got Assassin's Creed Shadows, and that crashed on me the other day. But I've been playing that for months now. I was bought it for Christmas, and I've been playing it. It's a massive, massive game, but it's only crashed on me once. Well, I don't know what I'm supposed to do about this now, because... I'm a bit worried about FM27, Jason. I am a little bit worried about FM27. Matsuchi. So, am I going a bit doolally here? So what it's done then, it's try bringing Condé back on. Okay. What you worried about? See if they echo my fears. I am very worried about FM27. I really am. Because of my I mean, I've said it many times on the live stream. My view on the game is that we're playing the beta for FM27. We're meant to be ironing out all of the problems, reporting them. They're meant to fix them. But if that is the case, then, you know, what's FM27 going to be like? Because things are not getting fixed, are they? And things are breaking even more. So, I mean, we just had one there. I mean, how am I meant to play a football game and try and win a game and get the consistency I want and win the Champions League like I want when the game is not making substitutions? So I've been playing for, what's that, 20 minutes of the second half, and the substitution I made at half time has not been done. How am I meant to? I don't understand. Okay, let's bring Engard on there, and we'll bring Zmash. I think Zmash can start the next game as well. Let's do that. I mean, it's one thing getting beat in the game. It's one thing losing trophies and losing finals. But if the game is not playing right and it's working against you, like, I mean, I've never seen that before. But clearly that he's wrong. You make a sub and then it doesn't happen. I mean, have the other subs been made? Yeah, Zmash, yeah, they've all been made. Let's bring Keenan on the wing. How time did you press the confirm changes at the bottom of the button? Yeah, I did, Trev, yeah. But I mean, I don't know whether you saw it then, but basically, Hendricks did he have a red or green thing against him? And Conde had the opposite one down here. It was green, wasn't it? Conde was still here with a green icon next to him. And Hendricks was up here with a red icon next to him. And then, who was it? Was it Mike said, try making the sub again, which I did. And then it worked. So for 20 minutes, it's kind of done me out of a player, basically. I have to say, I'm getting a little bit weary of it now. You know, it's one thing like playing the Chelsea save off camera and stuff, but when you've got this kind of buffoonery going on a live stream, and I don't know who's watching, you know, I have no idea who's watching. I could have people watching who are thinking, is the game all right now? Shall I buy it? I might have people watching thinking, this geezer's a bit too old to be playing this game. Oh, look at that, he's made a stupid mistake. You know, and you just get made to look a fool with it. Here we go. What's going on now with this? This only ever happens, that frosty screen only ever happens on the live stream. I never ever get that playing the Chelsea save. Just watch back. Definitely made the sub, and on 60 minutes Hendricks wasn't on the pitch. Right, okay. Maybe it's me going a bit batshit crazy. I don't know. You know, it's been known before. I'm not perfect. Right, let's skip that. Come on, 3-1. We'll take 3-1. That'll do nicely. Right, okay. Address the team. Very pleased. Leave match. Yeah, it was. Are you sure that's not your capture software, or what are they? Frosty glitch screen. Yes, I think it is. Yeah, I think it is the my capture card. But it's weird how it only ever happens on live stream. And I mean, we've only been on 28 minutes, so it can't have got too warm or anything. But I've never ever once had that. And I play a lot more of the Southport Wigan Leeds Chelsea save. I play a lot more of that than I do of this. So it's never happened. It always happens on a live stream. It's weird. But yeah, you are right. I mean, I can't blame the game for that. That's definitely my hardware that's causing that. Right, okay, so we've got Juventus then in the cup. Has that been, when's that drawn for? Italian Cup quarter. It's not the fourth round, it's a quarter final, but we won't get to see that tonight. And we'll be lucky tonight to see the Champions League games. But you never know. Let's crack on and let's play a few more games. Let's see. The Chelsea save is going well. I smell trouble within the next 2 years. I'd like to think we do all right in that. Constant recording the Chelsea save. Yeah. You're spot on, Trev. You are spot on. Yeah, you're spot on. Okay, let's move into the next game. Yeah, it may well be I might need a new capture card. I mean, I've had it a while now, so... I mean, it's a good one. It's not one of the Chinese ones. It's a good make. But I might well need a new one. Yeah, Mike saying about the Chelsea save. Yeah, it's I think I said on Friday. Once I got going with that save, I was a bit worried I'd made too many changes and I'd brought too many young players in. But it seems to be going okay at the moment. Although, I mean, it's not a spoiler really, but I played 4 games today and they've not gone particularly well. So I don't know, I'm not sure. But it is quite a young team and it's just a case of getting them to be a little bit more, a bit older and a bit more proficient. And I've not done it again. I've been waffling there. I've not put any rest periods in. Okay, Tamora is back. What's his fitness like? Not amazing. Right, we'll have to feed him in then. It's Chelsea buying a ton of young players. It's what they do anyway. Yeah, I suppose I'm definitely following along in the Chelsea tradition, no doubt about it. Right, I think we'll give that a save and go into this game. I mean, last game was okay. Scored 3 goals, very nice indeed. Although I did say I was going to give Zimash a run out up front, didn't I? I don't want him to lose his fitness and stuff. Let's stick him up front. For anybody who has joined the stream, we're playing the console version of Football Manager 2026. I'm playing it on the PS5, managing Fiorentina and trying to mount a bit of a Champions League assault, if you will, but it's not going as well as I thought it might do. This kit's growing on me. Quite like this colour. I'd wear a shirt of that colour, definitely. It's quite nice. I prefer it to the pink of Palermo. Corner. Pings out. Fortunately, we've got somebody covering. And we've given the ball away. Oh, they've given it back to us. That's very nice of them. Mr. Cross. More often underlap and over the same, but he used to have full backs with great crossing. Yeah, there's a few things that they've changed for the worse, definitely. Oh my God, Everton got relegated and bought by Gary Neville. Isn't it weird how different saves play differently? We've got Everton in the Champions League in this. So Everton obviously doing very, very well in this save. bought by Gary Neville. Have you noticed, I don't know whether any of you watch the Dragon's Den. Gary Neville's on that now. He's one of the dragons. I mean, I quite respect his football knowledge. I don't know... Paz. I don't know whether his business nous is up to the level of Peter Duda, whatever he's called. Nice tap in there for Paz. Well, I went to Tesco today, no cream soda. So I looked high and low, no cream soda. I might have a look on Amazon actually, but you're probably going to have to buy a full case of it from Amazon. Thinking about it, I didn't even see any dandelion and burdock there. Hiya Alex, how are you doing, mate? Watching Dragon's Den, the US equivalent, Shark Tank. What the American one's called Shark Tank. Bloody hell. Is that... Have we scored again? Pazzy's got his second. Is that a pint? What, of cream soda? Oh, a pint. Oh, this. No, it's Vimto, Alex. Yeah, I've had my... I mean, I've not noticed that, Mike. I've set my wingers quite a few times to do that. I've not really seen a lot of difference, really. Nicely won. Knocking the ball about well here. Beautiful football. This deserves a goal, this. I wish they'd stop this as well. This is a bit boring, isn't it? You know, a foul that's clearly outside the penalty area. Look, you don't need to check for a penalty. It was nowhere near it. Is it still very hot in Australia, Alex? It's warming up a little bit here. I think we've got to about 12 degrees now. The Aussie version, it used to be Dragon's Den, then it went away for a few years and came back as a Shark Tank. I used to watch it a lot, Dragon's Den. I find it very interesting because I've had quite a few businesses through my life, so I find all of that kind of stuff very interesting. But I've not watched the latest season of it. Okay, 2-0 winning again. Yep. And once again, we've got Lewis Potter this time. He's looking tired. Let's see if we can make a change. And it be Potter. I think we're putting Moise Keane out there. Right, okay, so that's worked. Keane's come on. Potter's gone off. Right, let's... just slightly toasty now, high 20s to low 30s. Oh well, it's a bit chilly then in your neck of the woods, is it, Alex? I hit 1,500 subscribers as well. Although weirdly, I mean, it happens to me an awful lot, this. I logged on before and 1,500 subscribers, thought, brilliant, that's another landmark. And then when I went on again, it was back down to 14.99, so I'd lost one. But I think it's back up there. I think I've got 15.01 now, so that's all right. Okay, down to 10 men. I'm considering a jumper. Yeah, thanks, Alex. It's taken a long, long, long time to get there, but yeah, it's good. I'm pleased. Rubino in there. And once again, the problem is I can't use Conde on both sides, can I? Let's try him for Hendricks again, or should I do him for Erline, because I did end Hendricks in the last game, didn't I? Yeah, exactly, Trev. Yeah, 2000. It's weird when you start something like this. You've got no idea whether anybody will watch it at all, and then you get a few subs, and then it mounts up a bit more. By FM27, you'll have 100,000. The chat will be a nightmare. I wish, Mike. I wish. I mean, in many ways, I kind of hope I don't hit those levels, because I like the chat the way it is. I don't want too many people in. I think the problem is the bigger you get, the more dickheads you get in. And you see, I mean, I watch a lot of vloggers, and some people who are lovely people, they're making great vlogs, they're very good at it, and then even then they still get trolls and people wanting to have a go at them, and I don't really want that kind of stuff. I mean, I can handle them. I could definitely handle them, but I'd rather not have it. I'd rather have just a nice, friendly chat that we have now, and I don't really want people like that in. Oh, another one in off the post. That's 2 goals we've scored tonight in off the post. I tell you what, I wish my Chelsea team were playing like this. We're lucky if we can score a goal at the moment. You'll be at higher mods. I know, exactly. I know, they'll be going all fancy. Need to, yeah. Yeah, there's some weird people about in the world, though, isn't there, Some weird people about. One of the ones I watch is a Yorkshire lad. I think it's by the curb, I think he's called, and he's a van lifer, and so he's doing a bit. What he used to do was like go around like the likes of Bradford and Sunderland and Sheffield, and he's very funny, very dry, very funny. And then he has a girlfriend as well that comes out with him now and again. But he started doing quite a few foreign ones now. When I say foreign, like like Benidorm and stuff like that. I think he's recently been to Italy. And because of his sense of humour, like he'll say things like, he'll go to Italy and he'll get off the plane, and there'll be things there that he can't read, and he'll be, bloody hell. Yeah, why don't they put it in English? Or this place is full of foreigners. And he says these things, and you won't believe the number of trolls he gets for it. And all he's doing is just making a bit of a funny, It's weird. I don't get people. Just block them, the trolls, yeah. Hire me so I can quit my job. Yeah, well, I wish I was earning some money out of it, Alex, but yeah, I've no interest in making money out of it. Okay, we'll go delighted on that one. It was a nice 4-0 win. It's fair. I'm Jojo. Channel last 2 years. Do you think FM26 is too easy? No, I don't. I mean, Phil, who comes in, he says very, very often the game is far too easy. It's far too easy to get. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I mean, maybe it's the way we all play it individually, but the way I play it, I don't think the game's easy. I mean, if the game was easy, I'd have won the Super Cup on Friday night, and I didn't. Right, we need some rest time here. That's just no. I don't think the game's easy at all. Right, what are we doing here now? 23rd to the 30th. Oh, we're all right. We've got 7 days before we play Cagliari. That's okay. It's as easy as you make it. Yeah, I suppose so. It's. I still think it's a challenge. You're constantly getting the curveballs and levels of difficulty, aren't you? So it's still a challenge. Right, let's have a look at the inbox. Want an easier managed team like City, PSG, Real Madrid. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I wouldn't manage Manchester City. I mean, for instance, in my Chelsea save, Manchester City are not doing that well, and I'm kind of thinking if I do all right with Chelsea, will they come in for me? But I wouldn't take the job anyway. My mate done 3 seasons at Yeovil. He's currently top 4 in League One. I say, do you make it though? Try being 4th tier Portugal side. Yeah. Choose a team from the lower leagues. It feels easier than FM24 to me. The new out of possession stuff gives us another edge over the AI. Basic, yeah, well, I mean, that's all very well, Mike, as long as you remember to do it, which very often I don't. Very often I've got my left fullback playing right on the right wing. 3-star. Oh, I've had him before. Julian Araujo, right back. Well, I've got Conde, haven't I? Although Diouf is still away, I think, with Senegal. Oh, left winger's injured. How long's he out for? Only 3 days. That's all right. Let's give it a quick save as well. You never know. Charlie, would you manage Man United if they came in for you? Not a chance in hell. Not a chance in hell, Charlie. And there's another team in red that I wouldn't manage either. Yeah, not a chance in hell. I'm very addicted to my own club, to the point I have a fantasy football team and I won't pick any United or Liverpool players. That's the way I think about the thing. And not allow player search. Attribute search is only scouted players allowed. Liverpool or Arsenal? Liverpool, Trev. Currently playing 3-2. Yeah, okay. The ball possibly. I banned that formation from my save. I'd manage Liverpool, sell the best players and resign. Oh, that's a brilliant take on it. I love that one. Love it. No, I mean, to be honest, I mean, Chelsea knocked us. Well, we were in the final of the Champions League and Chelsea knocked us out of that. So I could have a cob on about Chelsea, but I haven't really. Arsenal, if Arsenal came along, I'd take that job. I don't really have anything. I mean, I wouldn't mind this season Arsenal winning the Premier League. Obviously, I'd like City to win it, but I don't, I don't mind. They've got some good players, Arsenal, haven't they? So, but yeah, I mean, I have my own reasons for not liking Liverpool and United that I won't go into on this channel. I'm a Liverpool fan, never mentioned him. FM. So, yeah, I mean, well, I'm the same with City. I wouldn't manage City. I did it on the PC version, but it was the last thing I did on the PC version. It's still there on the channel, and what I did was with all of this 115 bullshit going around, I manufactured them to get rid of all of the top players and then bring in like the youth team and reserves and stuff, and I relegated them to the championship. So I did that for a bit of well, I don't know whether you could call it fun. I'm a City fan, so but I was just trying to get views. Really, the PC version's hard work to get views on. It's really hard work to get views on. Right, I think we'll bring Keane in on that side, shall we? Zimash, don't think did anything in that last game, so we'll bring Lorenzo back up front. And Diouf is still away in international. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. Hey Craig, how you doing, mate? On PC, you put your favourite team in, and if it's a rival club, they won't hire you. Some PC things are good. Oh, I didn't realise that, Jason. Didn't realise that. Some house rules I use for it as well. So no gegenpress, no building from the back, only by non-foreigners, only by 30 plus year old. These 2 youth academy numbers in the squad. I mean, there's lots of ways you can do it, isn't there, Mike? There's lots of ways that you can do it. I think I did do, and that might have been on the PC version. I think I did manage. Was it Schalke? It might have been Schalke, but I set myself a rule. I could only buy German players. I couldn't buy anybody else. So I think I did okay with that one. Did he? Leluja? I've not seen that one. I usually watch most of similar thing on FM24. Relegated them down to the National League, North or South. Oh, Manchester City. Yeah, right. Yeah, I was getting caught with the Liverpool thing. Yeah, I did watch that one. Yeah, it's quite an interesting save that. Yeah, it wasn't unique what I did. I'm like I say, Lelujo. Well, Lelujo will always do stuff better than I do anyway. So, and it was a very good save that I did follow. That was very interesting. I think we're all right, aren't we? Yeah, we're all right. Football's a weird thing, though, isn't it? My daughter really doesn't get football at all. She doesn't get the tribalism and the rivalry in it. Like I go around there to watch games, and you're like cringing half the time because of things that you say in game. And when we played Liverpool, I mean, you can imagine my reaction when we beat them 2-1, and my son-in-law was there as well. He was going absolutely berserk, saying some things that can't be repeated. But she doesn't get it at all, which is, I suppose it's fine. How many have you got in? Yeah, all right at the moment. I think this is the third game, I think. Is it third game? Oh, Vlahovic. My word. Yeah, I'm through to the quarter final of the Italian Cup, Craig, and I've not lost a game tonight. Let's put it that way, up to now. So, in fact, I might just go positive actually. My wife doesn't get football. I don't get shoes, but we get along. It is what it is, isn't it? You know, yeah, it's hard when you know you've got like a fascination for something, and then other people. Like I'm a massive Status Quo fan, and I like they're one of my favourite bands. Me and my brother, when he was alive, we just you know we've been to so many Quo gigs together. Um, and but you know like when they came to Preston, I went to see them, and once that boogie rhythm gets going, and I'm off, my feet are tapping, my head's going, and I've been sat behind people who've not moved a muscle for nearly 2 hours. They just sit there and don't move a muscle for 2 hours, and I'm thinking, what have you come for? How have you not got any rhythm in your body that you can't? Because Status Quo's live gigs are just, you know, they're so. I mean, Rossi has them. He has them so tight, and the rhythm section is just so on it. Well, it used to be before Parfit died. But yeah, it's you know that's just another example, isn't it? Like you say, women with shoes. I mean, you know, I buy a pair of shoes maybe every 2 years off Amazon or something like that, and then that does me. Then I'm not really bothered. Shoes don't really excite me. Shopping doesn't excite me at all. In fact, I hate shopping. I've been at the supermarket today, go in, I know exactly where everything is that I want. I just go in, pick everything up in the trolley, get out as quick as possible. I've been with my daughter and my granddaughters and my ex-wife, and they go up every aisle, back down the other one, back up the other one. And I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, it's just in case you brought something new in, or I've forgotten something, or something catches my eye. Oh, beam me up, Scotty. It is what it is, isn't it? You know, we're all interested. We all have passion about things. Music is a really divisive one, isn't it? You know, I mean, I can't abide rap music, but then, you know, obviously a lot of people absolutely love and adore rap music. A lot of people think Status Quo are just like three chords and a crap. It's all about opinions, isn't it? I'm not liking this. Vlahovic has just missed an absolute sitter again. Well, it wasn't a sitter, but it's 0-0 this game, and we're not playing particularly well here. Come on, Montoro, stick it on Lorenzo's head. Nope. Hit it. Oh, he's done a bloody... What's his face at the other end? Vlahovic. It's been an even game, this one. Very even game. Right, we're going to be disappointed about that one. Okay. Paz is on a 6.3. Let's give it 10 minutes of the second half and see whether or not we improve. Kick up the shots sometimes works wonders. We'll give them a demand more, I think. Come on, sort yourselves out. Right, okay. You've had your chance. Personnel changes incoming. Lorenzo's not playing particularly well. And Keane's not having a good game either. Right, let's put Zimash up front. Kerim can come on the wing. And Rubino can come on for Paz. 3 changes. Right. Come on, lads. Need a win here. This will be the first dud of the night if we don't get a win here. Are Inter Milan winning? Inter Milan are not playing. This is not good. Cagliari, I've got a bloody highlight here. We're going to get done here. Ooh, got away with it. I have 2 teenage daughters. I'm outnumbered. I have to listen to a few conversations on a daily basis. Oh, God. I'm really lucky with my granddaughters. I mean, one's like going on 20, the other one's going on 15. But so the 20-year-old, she did photography at school. So we had we had Martel. We had something there that we could discuss and talk about. Both of them danced. So I was the photographer, videographer for the dance school. So that was another passion of mine. And then my other granddaughter, she's massively into guitars. So it's a bit of a competition who can learn the next song. But she's a much better guitar player now than I ever was or will be. So yeah, it's quite nice, really. Right, lads, we've got the goal. Can we now keep it nice and tight and not go and give a goal away? Because we've not played particularly well in this game. Go on, Montoro. Get it in the box now. That's the one. Z-Mash. Come on! 2-0. Nice. Make of the sale of Spurs this season. The state of Spurs, Charlie. Personal loving. I have really mixed feelings about Spurs. Really mixed feelings because everybody tells me how crap they are. They want them to get relegated. They're useless. And yet when they play my team, I see a completely different Spurs. We played them a few weeks ago. Their team got booed off at half-time. We were winning 2-0. And the team got booed off at half-time. I mean, when does that happen in the Premier League? Not very often. But what did they do? They came out and scored a wonder goal that that lad will probably never score that goal again in his life. We probably won't see that goal scored for the next 2 or 3 seasons anywhere. And then they got that goal where, whether it was a foul or not, I don't know. But I've really mixed feelings about Spurs. We just can't beat them. And it's just one of those reality things now. You just know every season we're not going to beat Spurs. We're not going to get the points. They just raise the game. And then the next week they'll go and play some Mickey Mouse team and get beat 4-0. I don't know. Don't know what it is. Ooh. I've seen more boring football than this year's, Tom. It's like they don't have a plan for getting the ball forward. Would you ever manage Spurs in FM? Yeah, I would, Trev, yeah. Yeah, I'd definitely manage Spurs in FM without a shadow of a doubt. What's going on there? The game's finished, has it? Right, okay then. Did I not make any subs? After some, right, yeah. Yeah, I mean, fair play, Alex. Fair play. Yeah, I definitely manage him in Football Manager. I don't have any hatred towards Spurs at all. In fact, I mean, it's a weird thing. So, you know, I mean, most of us all have like a second team, or like when I was growing up, we all have a second team, don't we? And when I was growing up, my second team, who I used to look out for the results for, was Spurs, because my granddad was a Spurs fan. He came up here from London, settled in Moss Side, and then that's where my dad was born. But he was Spurs fan, so when I found that out, I thought, oh, I'll follow Spurs. And I have nothing against Spurs. I'm just completely and utterly baffled how every season you could change all 11 players on both teams. You can change the manager, you can change the stadiums, which we have done, and they still beat us. And I don't get it. I don't understand it. But yeah, I'd manage Spurs. So for yeah, they have a good squad in FM. It's relatively easy to win. Right, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's a weird one. But yeah, I mean, you know, the Premier League this season is a very, very weird Premier League. It's just some of the results that are happening are absolutely bonkers. Can we get a couple of days in there for Torino? I don't think we can we? Might just have to do the one. Yeah, it's a very weird Premier League this season. Yeah, but I'd manage Tottenham. I'd manage Arsenal. There's only two teams that, like I say, I won't even pick their players for the Premier Fantasy team. So, and that's Liverpool and United. Won't entertain them. I like four teams: Arsenal, Brighton, Sunderland, and Wrexham. Oh, do you? Right, okay then. Arsenal, Brighton, Sunderland, and Wrexham. That's a bloody weird mix, Trev. It's been a really strange season. Yeah, United are somehow third. It is. It's weird. I don't know. It's hard to get your head round, isn't it? To be honest. And the whole what's his face who got sacked from Real Madrid? Because at the time Liverpool weren't doing very well, were they? And the whole thing was Xabi Alonso, and he was going to take over. But since then he picked it up, so they've not really had a reason to sack Slot. And Xabi Alonso is still available, so that's a bit of a weird one. Mind you, he won't be starving, will he? I'm sure he got quite a decent payoff from Real Madrid. 3, Chelsea, Wrexham and Southport. Oh, is that why you said you were going to enjoy the save? I'm from the US though, to be fair. Right, yeah. Okay, I mean, it might be worth actually just having a quick look at what's happened tonight. And for anybody who is coming new, I'd say Slot will still get sacked at the end of the season. I think so as well, Alex. Yeah, I think they'll give him the season and then they'll bring Xabi Alonso in. I think that's fairly what's a given, isn't it, really? Right, okay, so we have, just 3 games tonight, and we won them all. And we've conceded just the 1 goal. Torino next, and then AC Milan. How is the league looking now, then? Okay, so Inter Milan, having beaten us in the Super Cup final, have drawn the last 2 games, and we're now 7 points ahead of them. So, particularly if he manages Champions League spots. I think he'll get a Champions League spot, Alex, because Aston Villa have fallen off a bloody cliff, haven't they? I think the Champions League spots will be Arsenal, City, probably United and Liverpool, I would have thought. Liverpool won't miss out on top 5. I don't think they will either. Hey, you've got the December best manager of the month. Marvellous. Looks like there's a few teams after Engard, and he isn't actually getting a game at the moment. Klopp won the league, then came fifth. Right. Fifth spot will be tight. Chelsea run. And he's brutal. Is it really? Have they, wait, I mean, we've got to play Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. That one's a bit of a worry for me. Yeah, that's a bit of a worry for me. Yeah, the problem is Engard is not getting a game, is he? 25-year-old. Yeah, he's not getting a game at the moment, Engard. How is Emery playing now? 6.97. Scored 6 goals, 4 assists total for the season. They'll need to switch FM off and turn it back on again. Yeah, they do. You're right, Alex. Yeah, definitely. Fun up because FM didn't know Welsh teams competed in things from looking to Rex 15 years ago. Salford was my first ever lowest strike. Oh, really? I'm not sure about their new manager. He looks... I mean, I've never heard of him before. And he just looks a bit... He don't look like a Chelsea manager to me. He's a bit... Yeah, isn't he? I don't know. But those last two are Liverpool and City. Yeah. Well... right, okay. And Martel is a very, very good player. Okay, let's have a look. So we've got Luca up front. 22 goals, 1 assist. Zimash. I think we might do a little bit of switch again. Let's just try and switch it round a little bit. Deuce still at... what's it? Right, okay. Right, let's give it a save. Let's go in. I remember him as a player. It will be from in between us. He's like a geekier looking Merino. Yeah, I just find him, I don't know. You know, like Klopp had an aura around him, didn't he? You know, I'd have Klopp at City tomorrow if he was available. I'd have Klopp there because I like his style of football. But he had an aura around him, didn't he, Klopp? And as much as I hated him when he was at Liverpool, that was only because he was at Liverpool. But he had that, you know, and that. But then this fella comes into Chelsea, and you're like, it's a bit bland, isn't he? Really, you know, like Chelsea, you feel like they need a real, you know, in front of the camera, somebody who's gonna, you know, we want to, and he's not that at all. It's a bit strange. I don't know what he's like in the dressing room. Klopp is a god. Yeah, I think he's a bit wasted now, isn't he? Really, Klopp. He should be back in the Premier League. Chelsea gave this guy a 6-year deal too. Well, they do that with everybody, don't they? I bet the tea ladies have got 6-year deals at Chelsea. They do it with everybody. 6 or 8 years. It's and then they can immortalise it. I think that's the word, immortalise. Okay, another win, please, lads. Would be absolutely brilliant. If it could be arranged. I don't know whether I might have to sell this youth. I can't be doing with these African players going away. I mean, when did he go away? Like first week in bloody December, wasn't it? Potentially we could lose him for 7 weeks. Hendricks is doing a sterling job. Well, that's a nice goal from Montoro. I cried a bit when he left Liverpool. Well, you do though, don't you? You know, this is what we were talking about before. You know, some of us are like addicted to football and you know things that we're passionate about, and it's yeah, it does get you like football gets me like that. It's there's certain games in the season where I'm an absolute bag of nerves. In fact, I have to force myself to watch them because, like, when we play Liverpool, I'd quite happily just not watch the game because I'm so nervous. I feel ill when we're playing Liverpool. And quite rightly, because they normally beat us, so it's never normally a great experience playing Liverpool. Right, come on, positive. Oh, we're winning 1-0. Forgot about that. I was on my soapbox then, having a bit of a moan. Shouldn't really have gone positive, should I? I'm so glad the pass maps are back. So glad that they're back. Well, to dislike as a person, manager, you just seem like the kind of manager everyone would run through a brick wall for. Yeah, I have to say, Stevie, the only reason I didn't like him was because he was Liverpool manager. But quietly, I loved watching his press conferences, and you know he had a great rivalry with Guardiola, didn't he? And I loved watching all of that. Great personality. Great personality. He should be managing a top team in the world somewhere. I mean, preferably in the Premier League. It's nice, but with Klopp, it was a deeper level. He brought a different vibe with him. Never really, but forceful and respectful. Yeah, you're right, Alex. I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. My favourite food in football, and they're both German. Germans are not supposed to be funny. No, I have a lot of respect for Jurgen Klopp. I mean, for me, when the season that they said, oh, you know, he's going to do one more season and then he's going, I was whooping and hollering because I thought, great, let's just get Jurgen Klopp out of Liverpool, the team I love to hate. Let's get him out, and then that'll be, you know, that'll do us. It didn't work out quite like that, but still don't understand the pass maps. Yep, you and me both, Jason, but they're lovely to look at, aren't they? They're marvellous. Look at it. Look at this. It's marvellous. Right, okay. Well, we're going to be pleased again. It's, I have to say, I went to bed on Friday night thinking, well, we just lost the Super Cup. We've not played well tonight. And I wasn't really looking forward to tonight. But then I've not done anything different. And all of a sudden, well, other than turning the PS5 on and off. And we're doing all right now. So and we're 7 points ahead of Inter Milan as well. So at this moment in time, unless the AI decides otherwise, we're on course to win Serie A again. So we're not going to win the treble now. Whoa! Germans are funny. It's just it's a specific type of humour, very dry and straight. What's that? Henning? Is he called Henning Berg? The comedian who's on Would I Lie to You? He's brilliant. Him, I love him. He's very, very funny. But he is like that. You know, he can tell something with a really straight face, and it can be hilarious. Yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it, Mike? It is a weird one. It's I don't know whether I could do that. You know, when you've got a real passion for something, and not only that, but you're very, very good at it, it must be very, very difficult to walk away from that. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, a lot of the time we don't take into consideration mental attitudes and things. Maybe the scrap that he had with Guardiola over the seasons took its toll on him. And, I mean, most of the time he didn't get the better of, he beat us, but he didn't get the win that got him the Premier League title. So maybe that was part of it. Maybe he thought, you know what, I can't do this anymore. It's a difficult one, isn't it? It's like Phil Foden, like the mentality thing. You got all the fans kind of getting on his back and this and that and the other. But, there is a rumour going around that he's got this viral thing. And if it's a mental problem, then you can't really have a go at him, can you, for that? Let's bring Kerryman over there. Kalali there. Conde can come on for Hendricks. Have I got a central defender? Right, well, let's just put a central defender there. That'll do. 4 changes. Wasn't Henningberg an old Norwegian United player? Oh, God. Henningwen. I'm sure it's Henningberg. Is it not? What the bloody hell? Right, let me have a look. I'm going to Google it. Yeah, it might not be Henningberg. I might be getting mixed up. Yeah. Yeah, it's not Henningberg. I've got my football hat on. It is. It's Henning Wayne. I never knew that. I never knew it. I knew his first name was Henningberg. An old Norwegian Manchester United player. You're absolutely spot on, Mike. I can't be perfect all the time, can I? Come on, let's have it. If you have just joined the stream, we're playing the console version of Football Manager 2026. Playing it on the PS5 and managing Fiorentina. Right, come on, lads. 3-0. It's about 20 minutes of this game to go. We could still get another one yet. Paz, nice goal for Paz as well. I tell you what, we're banging a few goals in tonight. Henningberg. Is it not? Well, it's W-E-H-N. Henning. It's Henning Vane, isn't it? It's not Wayne. It's Henning Vane. That rings more of a bell. Rings more of a bell. Henning Vane. I think that's how you pronounce it. Look at it. Look at it. Torino's pass map there. You can tell, can't you, that they've not been playing well tonight. It speaks volumes, that pass map. Oh, is it the post? We'll do all of this, and then when we come to play Dortmund in the Champions League, we'll fall off a cliff. He's very funny, him, though. Very, very funny. I do like him. So it's a good programme, that, though, would I lie to you? I don't know whether any of you watch it, but it's very, very funny. I love that programme. To the point where when that buzzer goes and that's the end of the game, I'm really sad. I don't want it to end. I think Lee Mack I've been to see Lee Mack live. Lee Mack is a bit of a genius, to be honest. Some of the stuff that he comes out with, I mean, I'm sure a lot of it is scripted, but then I'm guessing some of it's not. He's very, very clever, Lee Mack. Right, once again, we're very pleased. Things are going very, very well. And I'm not quite sure how we lost the Super Cup on Friday playing like this. Okay, 17 points. Inter Milan have dropped more points. We're 10 points ahead now. Yeah, they are, yeah. David Mitchell is very, very dry, isn't he? Very dry. What am I doing here? I'm going to look, see if second, fifth, third. Right, okay then. Again, a lot of games crammed into a short space of time. I wonder if international football's got anything to do with that. Oh, let's not talk about international football again. Right, okay. If the opposition pass map is all in their half of the pitch, you know you have them boxed in. Right, brilliant, Mike. Thank you. But so that's great. But how do you? So let's say, for instance, that boxed in is you. How do you combat that then? Because I had a situation like that in my Chelsea save today, and all of our pass map was in our half. So my thoughts were, okay, then let's start playing the ball a bit longer. And so I made quite a few changes that made us move the ball quicker and get it forward quicker. And it didn't make any difference at all. So whether I've read it wrong or not, I don't know. Right, there's an offer coming here for somebody. Okay, we're in a transfer window, aren't we? 14 is being offered. 1.9 million from the Marcel transfer deal. Have we actually got any money that we can do off clauses? Yes, we have. Let's sell these clauses, try and raise a bit of money. Mankovic, Savic. There's a few. That's not an awful lot, but you know what? We'll have it. Icardi still. My God. And then there's another one, is there? Oh, hold on a minute. Back to Icardi. Sell clause. It means the opposition is pressing you high and you play too patiently trying to get through it. One long pass might break the press, but it might take 10 short passes before it. Oh my God, Mike. My head's going to explode. I can't play the game like that. Right, is that all the money in now? So we've got 67 mil. Surely the board should be giving me a bit more money, I would have thought. They're ecstatic. I think I did ask. Did I not ask for more loan? I mean, can you not buy him? 9.2 million. Can you not buy him? Can we not convert that to a sale? Go on, we'll take 7.5. Okay. So we're going to have a 14. Okay, why am I not seeing them then? What's going on here? The simplest solution to get the ball forward fast is to pick bypass press in the team instructions. Right, what am I doing here now? I'm looking for transfer activity out. There's nothing there. So what did that mean? Offers made for Fiorentina's Fortini. Oh, it's end of contract stuff. Right, okay, that's fine. Well, we're in a transfer window. I don't really know that I need. I mean, I suppose I could go in for a left fullback. But then Doof will be back soon, won't he? Let's go. Let's just see if there's anybody on loan that we can bring in. Loan status listed. Evan Lambert at AC Milan, 19 years old, 1.5 with 4.5 star potential, not good enough. Right, let's go with ability. Hiya Cameron, how you doing, mate? Sick of the game. Got stuck on the mouse, would not let me go back to clicking triangle to continue. Oh, Cameron, it's, I don't know. I've gone from being, or trying to be very positive about the game to, I don't know. I don't know what I am, to be honest. I have no idea what I am. I mean, Mike said before the game crashed on him 3 times today. I mean, okay, we're only an hour and a half in, but the game's crashed on me on the live stream last Monday, last Friday. So we actually need to, talking about that, we need to save the game. Yeah, to be honest, at this stage, I'm a bit surprised they've got anybody still playing the game, really. But it is what it is. Is Potter back in? He is. Let's bring him back, actually. Right, he's still on international duty. Fine. I don't really see any need to change the team, actually, other than giving, I'm going to swap my strikers over again. Lorenzo can come in up top. Other than that, I think we're good to go. It's AC Milan, though, so anybody who's just joined the stream, we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026 and playing it on the PS5, and I'm managing Fiorentina. And it's been quite a good night tonight. We won every game up to now. Alexander, you've been playing FM21. See, a lot of people doing that, aren't they? A lot of people are going back to the older games, you know, games that they knew were really good and they enjoyed. You can't blame people, can you? Craig, I'll tell you what gets my goat. YouTube say, I'll come back to you after the transfer window and then say, I sold 37 players and I bought 29. How? Show us that bit. Are you having a bit of a go at me there, Craig? Because I tend to do that a bit. Not for the, not that there's any shenanigans going on. It's just that if I put my transfer windows on camera, literally people would be nodding off. I can spend an hour researching a player, so. Right, let's get into this. AC Milan. Right, we're away, so AC Milan have had slightly the better of. So I have to watch for getting boxed in this half here. Which we're not. We're actually taking the game to them. Let's go positive. Well, the game's all been played in the middle of the park. Okay, we've stepped it up a bit. 6 shots, 5 on target. Do I dare give them a demand more? I think we should be beating AC Milan. I mean, we're top of the league, so. That was a bit of a dicey challenge in the penalty area, that. Don't try and beat the men, no. Well, they've given it you back. Oh, ball over the top. Passes in. Oh, poor. Very poor. You've been trying to sell a 34-year-old Matt Doherty for 3 windows. Yeah, I was playing the Chelsea save today, and it's hard not to get annoyed with the transfer window. I was thinking to myself, right, so why don't they just... So if a player has got a tag price of 34 million, and it's over the top, why don't they just give him a tag price of 8 million, and then you put him on the market and he sells for 7.5? Why don't they do that? And I know, I get the people in the comments and they'll say, oh, it happens in real life. And yeah, we know it all happens in real life, but not with the regularity that it does in Football Manager. It's like every bloody time they overinflate prices for players that you want to buy. They underinflate players you're trying to... I can't bloody speak tonight. I mean, it does my head in. It really does my head in, the transfer market. And you can tell, the game will know when you need to sell a player to raise funds, because you've not got a cat in hell's chance of selling that player. Not got a cat in hell's chance. Right, 0-0. We are disappointed. Come on, lads. This is not good enough. I know it's AC Milan, but... best tackler, maybe. Been same since FM23. It's. I think it's another one of those. I think when you get your head round the fact that it's a computer game made for 12-year-olds, then you understand it a lot better. Because it's a kind of thing. Once again, the 12-year-olds will. Monday morning, they go in the playground and they'll be like, oh, I'm trying to do this, trying to do that, trying to do the other. And they'll all have a little giggle about it. Where the older, more mature people just find it not funny, frustrating and annoying. And we're losing 1-0 here. Honestly, Mike, you just couldn't. You couldn't make it up. I don't. I honestly don't know where. I've said it before. I'd love to get in Sports Interactive's office and just plead with them, please, please, please. Can you sort this transfer thing out, please, so it works for sensible, sane adults and not for children? Because it's just bonkers. It's absolutely bonkers. Kalali. Engard. And Amatucci's not getting a game either. It's a bit mad this, you know. We've got two really good DMs then. They're just not getting a game. So is this one of those games where no matter what I do, we ain't winning it? We've had 12 shots, 8 on target. We're not winning this game, are we? It's first loss of the evening, I think. And Inter Milan play at 8:30. Got an away game against Cremonese. Let's demand more again. Nope. Nothing happening. Let's put Zmash on. Let's put Zmash on up top and go to 3 centre backs. And let's go attacking. Yeah, I mean, that would be handy, wouldn't it, Alex? That would be really handy. Yeah, you're right, Jason. It is. You are right. But I think that's all part of Football Manager's system, because they don't know. I don't think Football Manager, the AI, doesn't know how to retire players off. They just don't. You know, you'll get like Erling Haaland will still be playing when he's 43. Mbappe, he'll be another one. You know, they're world stars. They just don't know how to retire them. And you know, Mbappe will still be scoring 30 goals a season when he's 43. It's weird. So you're right. You know, I mean, when I took Chelsea over, okay, I don't suppose 30, 31, 32 is old, but they're on the wrong side of it, aren't they? So I had the same thing. Very, very good players, but you know, getting on a bit. And you're right, Jason. It's like every time your squad, you take over a team, and at least half the team is well over the age of 30. Right, okay. Let's do that. Okay, so I've made some fairly drastic changes there for the last 10 minutes, but I think the AI has decided in this game that we're not winning it, so there's not a lot I can do, really. There's no point in getting annoyed about it. I mean, instead of a Fiorentina highlight, we get an AC Milan one. Do realise, lads, here, don't you, AC Milan? You're going to do your big rivals a big favour here by beating us 1-0. Oh, it's gone in. Own goal, 1-1. I'm loving it. It's about the bugs and crashes. First time in ages I had a save goal, 15 seasons deep. Stevie, I'm enjoying playing it. It's not perfect. It's not maybe like a few months then coming back to its health. Maybe it's not that to annoy me yet. Yeah. Most jobs are rebuilds. Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of conspiracy theories in my head, and one of them is you don't get offered jobs for nothing. So basically, when you get offered a job, then there's a big rebuild to do, or you get offered that job for a reason, don't you? And the AI has that reason. That's one of my conspiracy theories. I don't know. And, I mean, I suppose once again, people will say, well, that happens in real life. Yeah, it does. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You just the problem is with Football Manager, you get screwed over that many times that you get to the point where you're critical of every bloody thing that happens. Okay, a 1-1. Maybe not as bad, but I'm going to be very angry about that. We cannot be going away to AC Milan and drawing a game. That is no good. We've got 2 really important Champions League games coming up. And if you play like that, we ain't getting through to the last 16. My main gripe with FME is not much change in the long term. Some clubs stay in the top leagues and never in fallen giants. Yeah. All of them. Yeah. I mean, we all have different. I suppose it speaks volumes that Stevie's saying that he's enjoying the game now, because he was pretty scathing when it first came out and went back to FM24, and now he's gone back to FM26, and he's saying, on the whole, is enjoying it. So I suppose that says something. The 8th, right. So I waffle there and not give any rest time. Agreed. AI squad building's atrocious. They keep the same players until they're 35 years old and can barely move. Yeah, I've seen it loads of times, that, Mike. Loads of times. And there are certain players in the game that it's as though the AI doesn't know what to do. It's like there's no coding in there to say, okay, this player's past his best now. We need to move him on to like a lower league club, or maybe a smaller club in Europe, or whatever, retire him. He just doesn't know how to do it. It's weird. Yeah, 2005 to 2008, see big teams drop into League Two. It's true, yeah. I mean, I've not really thought about that too much, but you are right. You never really. I mean, I think you see teams. I mean, I've had saves where Manchester City have not done well, and they've been down, below halfway in the league. But then they always sack the manager, bring a new manager in, who then gets them back up again. You never see a Manchester City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal. You never see them getting relegated. Mbappe and Haaland play until they're 45. Yeah, Craig, it is very frustrating. It's very frustrating. Somebody asked me on one of me. I got a comment on one of the videos I made the other day and said, "How do I move the deadwood on? I'm managing Manchester United. I need to move all the deadwood on. How do I do it?" And it's like, there's no answer. I can't give you an answer. If the game doesn't want you to sell a player, you won't sell him. And like I've said many times, I've tested it out. I've had players where they've had a value of, let's say, 18 million. You put them on the market, 18 million, no takers. And of course, the game's already screwed you, because you probably bought that player in. They put him on the highest wages that are possible. So then you get the message, oh, 6 teams are interested, but they can't pay the wages. But you made me pay that wage. So how does that work? But then 18 million, no. 15 million, no. 10 million, no. 8 million, no. And I've done it a few times now. I thought, right, okay then. Let's just be a bit silly. And I put them on the market for £1. They're still not sold. And even if they do, as soon as you click the button, the board will come in and say, you can't sell a player for that much. That's silly. Well, the game's bloody silly because it won't let me sell the player for decent money. So, it's absolute madness. Oh, you saw United go down, did you, Jason? Bloody hell. Not only that, but the big clubs buy half the wonder kids and don't loan them out for playing time. After 15 years, the overall talent level in the game drops. Right. Yeah. Leeds fell to League One, Blackburn fell to League Two. That's about it. Yeah, it's. I mean, let's get it into perspective. If that was the only thing that was wrong with the game, I think we'd all be okay with that, wouldn't we? Really, but there are so many things. The transfer market is broken. It really needs fixing, and the only thing I can think of is that the coders are told, you're making this game for 12-year-olds. Make it fun. Make it, curveballs and levels of difficulty. Put player values ridiculously high. When you sign a player, go to the top value of wage that you can that's ridiculously high. So when they come to sell them, it's got to be coded in. I'm sure it has. There's got to be a reason for it. Who we're playing next? How's the league going? I'm guessing, Inter Milan have caught up now. We dropped points in that last game. So what's that? 8 points ahead of them now. So we've won 14, drawn 2, lost 2, which is not a bad little run. Are we getting anywhere near these Champions League games? How long have we been on now? Nearly 2 hours. I'd like to try and get them 2 Champions League games in tonight, but it's probably not going to happen. I've got 4. Oh, we've got Palermo next. That'll be interesting. They usually do quite well against us, Palermo. Right, Luca up top. Yeah. 22 goals now, 1 assist, 7.32. When you look at the average rating of our team, we should be doing, well, we are doing very well, but it's just that AC Milan result was a bit of an off game, wasn't it? Emery's on a 6.85. Planning new challenge next season. I don't know, Jason. I'm not sure. Yeah, Craig, that was a great addition, these intermediaries. I thought that was a great addition. It was very interesting and it brought a really different take to it. Of course, we don't get in that in the console version. I don't know, Jason. I'm not sure, really. I mean, it's like Fiorentina. I don't have any money to spend now on transfers. So if we go into next season with the same, more or less the same squad, we won't win the Champions League this season. That's pretty nailed on. How long do I give that? Or do I start looking around for new jobs and a new challenge now? Because I've signed a new contract here, so... It's in the Premier League. It took until 2035. 9 points and 30. They went back down. Oh my God. Right, Emery, 2 goals, 4 assists, 6.85. But I've got Amatucci sat there, and I've also got Engard sat there as well. And Engard, I'm gonna do this, What does Engard like to play? What's his... I'm going to just change it a little bit. Probably seems a bit bonkers, this, because we are doing quite well. I mean, is it a silly thing to do, given that we are doing well? He is a playmaker, isn't he? But there's only 2 players in the team who are... Tomori needs to come back in as well, doesn't he? Forgot about that. Right, let's give that a save. Let's try that. If you have just joined the stream, we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026. I'm playing it on the PS5, and I'm managing Fiorentina. I I haven't looked recently on CEX to see whether or not the price of it is coming down. They had a sale, didn't they? Was it last week on Steam? I think they were doing it for 33 quid, something like that. Was it 33 quid or 33% off? So there was a 33 in it somewhere. But I'm not sure about the console version. I don't know whether... I think the price is dictated by the amount of copies they get in and the copies that they've got to move, so... Box-to-box playmaker is a fine role, but there are very few players in the game who can play it. It's basically Declan Rice with a bit of Pirlo. Okay. Yeah. I quite like playing the box-to-box playmaker because it sounds quite fancy, doesn't it? You know. But I don't know whether I'm very impressed at all with that Emery since we signed him. Engard is wanted as well, isn't he? So people want him for a reason. Let's give him a try. Right, come on. This is Palermo. We need to be beating these because these are my former team. We don't want them beating us. Let's give them a demand more. Need to get through these games pretty quickly because I want to get these. I didn't really think we'd get down that far, but we might do. Might get down to these 2 Champions League games, and then at least I know where I am for Friday night stream. If we can win them 2 games, we might get in the top 8. Ooh, that's a nice goal from Lorenzo Luca. That is a very, very nice goal. I like it. Show it again. Luca. I mean, the marking was absolutely atrocious. There was 3 players there on him. Well, they weren't on him, were they? That's why he scored the goal, or at least had the space for it. But that's very nice. 5. We've got 100% conversion rate, which is lovely. Keep an eye on Engard as well and see what he's doing. It's a bit of a shame really because I spent a lot of money on Emery. Is I have a new gen midfielder with 18 acceleration, pace, teamwork, and work rate. He's killing it. He's also presses high. He's knackered by the 75th minute. So we've got what, an 18 for what? Teamwork, work rate, acceleration and pace. Christ. Nice ball, Lorenzo. Oh, Lorenzo, lad. Should have buried that one. I said it on Friday. The clicks that I get are really consistent. It's really odd. It's, you know, if you weren't like a bit suspicious, you'd think it was, or if you were a bit suspicious, you'd think it was all pre-planned. Because, you know, generally, depending on what's happening in the world or football or whatever in life, then some nights you'd get 600 views and then other nights you'd only get 250 views. But it's always the same. I'm at 148 clicks at the moment after nearly 2 hours, which is about usual. Yep, we'll give you that one. It didn't cross the line. That's fine. We'll not complain about that. No emails will be sent. Oh, that's a nice goal from Lorenzo as well. Poor old Zimash, he's not getting a bloody look in, is he? Never mind. You have to look at it the way that if he's sat on the bench for us, he's not in somebody else's team scoring goals against us. That's the way I look at it. I'm always here on a Friday. Usually got pool Mondays, but I'm having a week off. Are you good at pool then, Jason? Right, we are pleased. And we have actually got a little bit of tiredness in here. And it's Hendricks that's tired. Okay. So we know we can bring Conde on for him now. So that's all right. And we will bring Moise Keane on the left at half time. That will do us. I'm surprised Mike gets on as much as he does. With 2 teenage daughters and a wife, I'm surprised he gets on. And play county, but on the decline with my eyes. You play county. Well done. Yeah, I've had Lorenzo Luca's hat-trick. I've had a teenage daughter, and I think teenage girls are a bloody nightmare, honestly. I'd rather bring up teenage boys. And I mean they can be a nightmare in their own bloody way, but teenage girls, you're like, as a male, it's like, where do you start? Although it has given me quite a good insight into having teenage granddaughters. It's given me a good insight into that, so it's helped me along the way. But teenage girls, my God, you feel like you're living on a different planet. So it depends how well you get on with them, doesn't it, really? Sende has got one back, 3-1. What are we on? 59 minutes. I'm going to go cautious, actually, for a bit, I think. Don't want this to go 3-2. They've had one shot on target and scored. Right, let me, stream time coincides with my gaming time. I have the stream on while I'm playing. I have my garage set up for gaming. Soundproofed and door locked. Oh my God. Brilliant. I love it. Right, Saba can come in for the injured Erline. And Amatucci can come in for Martel. That's 4 changes in it. That'll do. Right, I think we're going to get loads of Palermo highlights here now. I just have a sneaking feeling. There we go, 3-2. Right, I don't think it's done us any good, has it? Let's go back positive again. We don't want to drag them onto us, do we? Come on, let's get the 4th here now. Let's not let them... I think every time we've played... 4th goal from Lorenzo. Come on. Go positive. Yeah, I've done that, Alex. I've done that. Great minds think alike. Come on. I know. Great minds think alike. It's weird, like when the goal goes in, that natural instinct is not to go more attacking, it's to go more defensive. But then, of course, you're right. It does drag them onto you more. But I think we should be all right now. We've weathered that storm. It's 4-2 now. Lorenzo Luca with 4 goals. What a bloody striker he is. I might need to try and sign him for Chelsea. Because I missed out on Zimash. He's now playing his football in Saudi in that version of the game. 120 million he's worth. He's got 5. He's got 5. Although I must admit, he will be aging, I think, in that save. He's got 5. I'm like Ange, never defend. Lorenzo Luca, the machine. Right, we're definitely going to try and get some rest time in here now. Right, okay, we're delighted with that, lads. That was very nice indeed. League match. I'm going through a transfer window here and not making any signings. I don't know. I must be having a bit of a funny turn. My best fun and offensive is when I'm playing defensive low block against a much better opponent. That way I'm the one doing the FM in. That never works for me, Mike. If I go low block, and I always get beat. As soon as they hurry up with the transfer update, I'm doing the Forest game. Oh, there is a game on tonight, isn't there? Is there a game on tonight? Oh, it's Championship, Birmingham, Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough winning that 3-1 at the moment. 23-0 forward, Tommaso Gabellini. Who actually looks okay, doesn't he? But he's not going to get in the team, is he, while Lorenzo Luca's there? I mean, we'll say yes to that one, I think. It's not even worth trying to convert it to a sale. It's only worth 1.5 million. Which is probably speak for, I've got to pay them to take him off my hands. Football Manager speak. I was looking at him, that Esposito. Oh no, it's a different one. Yeah, we're only in 2030 here, aren't we? So how old is Lorenzo Luca in this version of the game? Where is he there? He is 29. So in the Chelsea save, he's probably going to be 31, 32. So he's too old for that save. Let's change the formation if I'm going low block. 9 people on midfield line or behind one striker left of the down. If I go low block with my normal formation, I get destroyed. I've done it again, haven't I? I've not lines out. I've not put any rest days in there. Done the same thing again. Oh, actually, we're all right, I think. Oh, 5 days. Oh, that's all right. 5 days is okay. I found the mod for us to be very mean. After 3 seasons, they still only allow me 10% of all sales. You know what to do there, Craig? Resign. If you get a mean chairman, resign. I know somebody who did that. He's unhappy. I'm not surprised, mate. I am not surprised. I'd be unhappy if I was you as well. Right, yeah, you can have some playing time because I have been extremely unfair to you, and I really, I understand, mate. I get it. I'm with you. You got my full sympathies. In fact, you might even start in the next game. The original Southport owner gave you 10% for 10 years, and you had 350 million in the bank. I mean, that's got to be broken, hasn't it, Mike? It's got to be broken, that. I mean, there's making a game for 12-year-olds and then just utter stupidity. That's utter stupidity. That's got to be broke. That got to be. Okay, we're playing now. Como. Right, Amatucci's going to have to come in because he's not happy. He can come in for Martel. How did Engard do in that last game anyway? It's another 6.9. It's okay. Oh, Diouf's back. Diouf is back. Let's get him in. Get him in the team, quick. Before he decides to go on his jollies again. Right, okay. I mean, I don't think Lorenzo Luca's is going to score another 5 goals, so we'll give Zimash a bit of a run out. Yep. That's okay. Let's give that a save. No crashes tonight yet. 2 hours and 11 minutes. No crashes at all. Doing really well. Every request I made was accepted, and now I'm 100% off. Sills is now max. Maybe it was a bug. Jim was coded to bit. Yeah. I mean, who knows? Who knows? This is a problem with the game at the moment. You know, you get these silly things happening, and you just don't know whether they are coded in or whether it is a bug. You just don't know, do you? That was a nice goal. That was a nice goal. Was it not? Oh no, Paz assisted. One side of the box to the other. And Potter takes it to the right. Smacks it in the back of the net. Very nice indeed. Right, we're just going to stay on balance now then. I can't see us losing this game against Como or losing points, to be fair. Just looking at the league table there, with 50 points, Inter Milan 39 now. I don't know whether they've got a game in hand or what. Ooh, took him out. Dear me, I felt like myself. There's a lot of that happens, isn't there, as well? They've coded in hitting the post and either bouncing behind the line or bouncing away from the line. There's a lot of that. You see a lot of that now. Well, I was going to do the league table again then. Good, Ed. Go on, Amatucci, lad. Got something to prove here. Lovely ball. That's the kind of ball Zimash feeds off, but it was a bit wide. Oh, good save. Let's have a quick look at this league. Oh, I can't get to look at the league table. Every time I try and click on it, get another highlight. Ooh, good finish. Very good finish, mate. Oh, it's been disallowed. We'll not be happy about that. It was a good finish. Was it off? Miles off. A goal line technology review over, even when it's clearly over the line. No, I don't know what the goal line tech. I mean, it's a very nice, quirky thing to have in there. It's very like real life, but like you say, it's there for nothing because they never overturn a goal, or I've had them clearly. What was it? I think it was clearly a goal, and they disallowed it. I think goal line technology disallowed it, but it was clearly a goal. But basically it's there for nothing. It doesn't really do anything. Good save, Kanasecchi. Oh, Valentin Barco. He's I've got him in one of my other saves, I think. I'm sure I have. Ooh, we're living a bit dangerously here. Shall we go to a positive mentality? Reverse psychology this. We're under the cosh, so let's start doing a bit of attacking. Go on, Amatucci. You've got no support, mate. That's it. Back to him. Oh, he's running the show, Amatucci, now. Oh, nice ball to pass. Zimash in the back of the net. Lovely. Zimash delivers. The second save went to Wolves after watching Tom FM's rebuild on 100% of sales straight out of the gate there. Tom FM's done well for himself, hasn't he? I watched Lelujo a while ago, and apparently when he first started Tom FM, he was messaging Lelujo all of the time, asking for advice and stuff. And his channel's bigger than Lelujo's now. He's done really well for himself. Yes, we're pleased. Any tiredness? Yep, Erline is looking. Of course, he was injured, wasn't he? Oh, and Montoro as well. Kalali and Conde can come on. How's Engard doing? He's on a 6.72. I'm just trying to get those two DMs up over 7 if I can. Just for the fact that I want it all nice green stats in the team. Looks nicer. I'm really enjoying the Chelsea one though, because it's been a very organic save that one, starting at Southport and working my way through, and I've really enjoyed it. It's been a really good save. But this one has as well. But it's that, you know, the only thing I've got now to do with this is to win the Champions League, because I've won everything else. So if I can't win the Champions League with this team, then I may well have to move on. I mean, it might be worth starting to look to see if there are, because the Champions League campaign this season has been less than positive, hasn't it? Well, I've made 2 changes already. Diouf, right, I'll have to bring, I don't want to wear Diouf out. Let's bring Hendricks in over that side. And we'll bring Sabat in at the back. Let's just give some changes to people who don't normally get changed. We'll bring Moise Keane on as well. Put Moise Keane over that side. Right. Yep. Go on. People must really like watching that content. I guess I'm not one. Like a slow one. Few games, season by season, like work the space. Yeah. Jack's very, very good at what he does. He's very, very good at what he does. And he got that interview with Miles as well, didn't he? So he's obviously quite respected within the game. Yeah, I do like watching Jack. I quite like watching him on the what do you call them that they do with Lulu, Joe, Dr. Benji and Zealand. Right, aggressor team. What we're doing? Delighted. My microphone in shot there. It's on a bloody spring and it keeps bouncing up. It's not, is it? No. Right, okay. So there is 10 points in it now. All played 20 games. Fine. So Benfica are after Kerim, are they? I mean, that would not be a bad sale. We're still in the transfer window as well. 3 days. Let's go back there. Have they offered money for him? No, it's just he's only got a value of 30 million now. Right, let's put him on the list and see what happens. 30 mil. I could have swore on that message that we had it said 70 odd mil. Did he not say 70 odd mil? No, it didn't. Where did I see that then? Okay, never mind. Are they going to make a bid, or is it just a load of crap like usually? Engarde's unhappy. Well, you're playing at the moment, mate. I am playing you, so I mean, once again, I would be unhappy as well. Are we any nearer to the... Oh, we are. We've only got 2 games to play. We've got Napoli and Roma. But Roma are up top, aren't they? So that should be quite a difficult game, I think. No offers for Kerim. Fine, okay. So that was just a load of rubbish then. No offers. Asking, are only willing to pay 15.75. Nice are only willing to pay 9.75. Oh, he's got a release clause of 71. Right, okay. Transfer status, no status set. Yeah. It was worth a try, but it's one of them again. You just get used to it, don't you? Agreed. Playing time. Regular starter will do. If you click on that window with the current, it expands and you get a longer, including the rumored price. All right, okay then. Oh yeah, Mike. Yeah, I don't watch Zealand a lot. I mean, even on the streamer showdowns and things like that, he drives them mad, doesn't he? Because he's so tactics, focused. They've all done all of their substitutions, and then they're waiting for him. And but yeah, he's very loud. He's very, very loud. Right, let's go into this. I mean, it was worth a try with Kerim, but they're obviously... I mean, he's got a buyout clause of 71 mil. He's an ex-Wonder Kid, Kerim. Go figure. I don't know. Right, Lorenzo can come back in. And Montoro, 3 goals, 14 assists, 15 assists for Paz. That's why we're doing well, because we've got players who are performing. Right, I think we're all right there. Let's give it a save. Okay, let's get these 2 games out of the way, and then we can play Dortmund in the Champions League. If anybody has joined the stream, playing the console version of Football Manager 2026, I am playing it on the PS5, and I am managing Fiorentina. If anybody is thinking of buying the game, still a bit undecided about whether to recommend it out or not. 1 or 2 lads in the chat now are playing it and are... I mean, I am enjoying it. I'm a bit like that, whether to recommend it out or not. But I would imagine if you go on CEX, I would imagine you can pick it up for, well, a lot less than it was on release day. Let's put it that way. I know it's a bit of a difficult one, really, because it's like when you've been playing Football Manager a long time, like we all have, then you notice the bugs and the transfer situation, and you notice them. But then anybody new coming into the game, would they notice that? They might just think, oh well, this is part of the game, so it might not wind them up as much. Kind of set you there. What the hell's he doing? Into his arms. Right, we're going to go positive again. Let's set the game to him. Jason, I think it's worth a punt. It's half price at the moment. Is that the PC version, Jason? Because I did see that there was a big discount on it on Steam, but I'm not sure. I haven't looked for a few weeks of the CEX price on it. I mean, I buy all my games from CEX anyway. It's very, very rare I pay full price for a game. So I buy all my games off CEX. That's why I prefer the physical discs rather than the digital copies. Gonna give them a shout. Demand more. We had a few games like this tonight, but then second half we've turned it on in the second half. first half. This first half's a little bit dead, isn't it? 6 shots, 2 on target. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. I mean, one of the big things that we all had to get used to is this new UI, and a lot of people stopped playing it because they couldn't get used to it. Whereas a new player coming in, they won't know any different, will they? It's a bit of a shame that because I mean, when I do like tuition videos, they normally go down really well. But this season, I haven't done any because I can't be doing a tuition video when things are not working. So it's a bit pointless, really. And plus, if I'm doing tuition videos, it kind of looks like I'm promoting the game when I don't really know whether I can at the moment. With 33% off on Xbox PlayStation for a while, but I think that discount has since ended. Oh, has it, Trev? Right. Yeah, I don't know how expensive I don't know what price it is on CX for the console version at the moment. I'll have to well, we've got a goal there before half time anyway. I'll have a look tomorrow. So it's worth being clued up about these things, because you never know who's sat, in the live stream just sitting watching and not saying anything, which is absolutely fine. But then it's one of those, isn't it, really? They sat there thinking, shall I buy this? Looks all right. You like the UI, yeah. You know what, Mike? I know, you're making a bit of a bit of a joke there about it, but what you said there, it's actually fair comment. That I think everybody who's bought FM26 and stuck with it should get a discount for FM27, because basically we've supported it, we've supported them financially, and I think you're right. I think we should get a discount on FM27. Because we are playing the beta for it, aren't we? So we deserve something for sticking with it. And let's face it, all of the content creators, whether it's PC or console, all of the content creators are still promoting the game for Sports Interactive. So, I think it's a fair comment, that. Come on, don't mess it up, Montoro. Paul. FM26 PS5 Argos, $28.99. Really? So that's brand new then. I'll tell you what, I bet CX are more expensive than that. That's not a bad price, that, is it, really? We basically paid to bug test. Well, we have, haven't we, Trev? Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, with Sega as the parent company. $28.99. Of course, I suppose the thing as well is, I mean, naturally with Football Manager, this is kind of the time of the year now when it starts to dip, doesn't it? All the viewing numbers and everything start to dip a bit now, because we're all like starting to think about FM27 or the new game as and when it's going to come out. I've never seen a disc FM in CX. It was only a joke because there's no way they'd do it. Other than that, I fully agree. Yeah, well, I think it's a great idea, Mike. I think you should send an email. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit bonkers. I mean, when I'd finished playing my FM24 on the console, I traded that in, and I got a half decent price for it at CEX. I can't remember what game I bought with it now, but whoa. Yeah, I'm waffling again, not making any subs. It's not big and it's not clever, this, is it, really? Let's bring Martel in and Emery, Kalali, Keane, and Hendricks. Yeah, I've waffled far too much there, not made the changes again. It's not very helpful, that one. We've got a game every 3 days, is it? Not doing myself any favours here. Okay, another 3-0 win. Doing very nicely indeed. Delighted once again. It's been a good night tonight. We've only dropped the 1 point out, well, the 2 point. Actually, we've gone 13 points ahead now because Inter Milan are on 40 points now. What did Inter Milan do? They lost 3-1 at Como. You're joking, aren't you? And they beat us in the Super Cup. That's that bloody doof and Tomori going out. That I can pretty much guarantee that they screwed me before that game. Right, come on, stop waffling. Want to get this? What's it in? This Champions League game in. Playing on the 19th. It's the 17th now. Keep missing this. Alright, let's have a quick look at the emails. Engard on form, so he's repaying my right, Roma away. This will be a tough game, this one. I'll be surprised if we win this one because Roma are in 3rd place. So I'll be surprised. Torino in 5th. That's odd. Where are Palermo now anyway? Are they, whereabouts are Palermo? They're in 9th place, so I left them in quite decent shape then. Seeing as they came out of the 2nd division. Left them in quite decent shape. Juventus, Salah expected. Ross is injured. Team selection. Okay, morale, Amatucci and Engard. Morale is low, but other than that, we're looking all right. You see, even their average ratings are still not great, are they? And Tomori at centre-back, his average rating is not great. Right, I think we're going to go with the same team again. And let's see if we can get a win. Momentum here before the Dortmund game. Momentum. Yeah, we're going to lose a game soon, aren't we? There is no doubt about it. We are going to lose a game soon, and the Roma game could be the one. Let's push it up a bit to positive. Like the pitch is a bit wet. It's been chucking it down. Go on, Montoro. Down the wing. Ooh, putting the ball in. Oh, he's hit the post there, Lorenzo. Oh, what a shame. Will be interesting to see how the teams from your other saves are doing in this one. Now that they don't have Gobby Gaffer managing them. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Might have a look at that on Friday night. I want to get through. I'd like to get both these Champions League games out of the way tonight. Oh, lucky. Need to be a little bit further back there to chip the goalkeeper. Unlucky. That's in. There we go. Nico pass. Nice. 1-0. I have a funny feeling we're going to get beat by Dortmund here. We've had a great run here in the league, and I've just got a funny feeling we're going to get done by Dortmund. My God. Roma have not even got off the bus yet. Oh, you've given the ball away there, mate. You've just been whinging you weren't getting enough game time. That's offside, that. Oh, he's hit the post anyway. That's Evan Ferguson. Just the one goal in it. I think we're going to win Serie A again, you know. I think we are going to win the league again. And I shouldn't really say things like that because that's the cue for it to all go pear-shaped, but we're well out in the lead there in Serie A now. It's gonna have a quick look in a minute and just see what jobs are available. Diouf. Oh, Diouf! What are you doing? That was shocking. Right, they've finally woken up, Roma. They've had a couple of shots now. Poor ball. I have to say, there's been a few teams that we played tonight that have definitely not had the shooting boots on. We will go with pleased. Okay, let's bring Keane on the wing. And I think that'll do us. Yeah, there's a couple of teams we played tonight. I've not had the shooting boots on. Who was that player in that game? Can't think what it's called now. Couple of shots he had that went miles wide. Nice ball. Nice ball again. Keane slides it in. Back of the net. Paz again. See, it's a bit of a rip-off, you know. It's almost full price on stuff. There's quite a few YouTube videos going about CEX being a rip-off. Right, okay. I mean, I always find them really good. The only thing that winds me up with them a bit, which is a bit of a rip-off, is because I mean, discs don't weigh a lot, do they, for postage? If you order 2 games from them, they'll charge you the postage on both of them, but then put them in the same package. So I suppose you could call that a rip-off. But I have seen quite a few YouTube videos about them being a rip-off. And nice. I don't know whether I'd call the postage thing a rip-off. I always find them really good. I've been buying games from them for years. It's weird though, isn't it, how they operate differently in different countries? Maybe it's the games market in Australia or something, I don't know. It's weird that. Right, well, I'm surprised we are still winning games because we're playing a game every 3 days now. I'm forgetting to make substitutions. I'm forgetting to rest players. That's going in. We're beating Roma here 4-0, and I don't know what's going on. They're third in the league, Roma. Right, let's make 5 changes now. We might as well. Erline, Conde can come on. Both DMs can be changed. And bring Rubino on and Kalali. Make all 5 changes. No more substitutions can be made. Have I made all 5? I made one at half time, didn't I? Silly me. Never mind. Right, Dortmund is the next game coming up. 2 hours and 46 minutes we've been on. It's weird, isn't it, that, Craig? It's weird. And yet I've used them for years, and I think they're the best things in sliced bread. I really do. I've not got a bad word to say about them. Even the discs when they arrive, I've had over the years, I've had the odd maybe 1 or 2 that have come a little bit scratched. And when they say that they do rigorous inspections on them, I'm like, maybe you've not done it on them. But there's only been a couple, and I've used CX a lot. I buy all my games from CX, all of them. So yeah, it's a weird one, that. Very weird. Uh, 6 minutes. So are Roma here going to put up A up? I'm getting a player sent off here. Conde's sent off. Shocking tackle. Shocking. I can't make any more subs. Right, okay then. What footed is Martel? Martel left and right. And Emery is left and right. Right, let's put Martel there and move Montoro back a bit just to give him a little bit of cover. Stick Emery in the middle. And let's drop Rubino back as well. In fact, let's drop all of the team back now. Okay, so we've lost Conde for the... I mean, he won't be out for the next game, will he? Because this is the league. He won't be out for the Champions League. Oh, I wish I could get my Chelsea team playing like this. 17 shots, 10 on target. At the moment, I'm lucky if I can get Chelsea to score 1 goal in a game. I mean, we're doing all right, don't get me wrong. You know, it's that sounds like, you know, we're at relegation fodder. We're doing okay, but scoring goals is not something we do on a regular basis. Bro's just going to score that, isn't he? 4-2. It's been checked. Oh, it's disallowed. There's a novelty. I'm looked on CX though for ages. Like I say, I got bought Assassin's Creed Shadows for Christmas, and I'm still playing that now, and I play it a lot. And I'm probably only halfway through the game, I would have thought. It's a great, great game. Fantastic game. I love Assassin's Creed. And it's really different as well, this one. I like what they've done with the... When I first heard reports about it, and it was like, oh, you can play as either of these characters. I'm like, well, I don't know about that. And then I started playing it, and I thought, I hope they don't bring this other character in. Because I'd read a few reports, and they said, oh, you can play with just one character, but it's not as easy, or not as playable. So, but when they brought the second character in, I play with him all of the time now, most of the time. It's a great game. That's classic Chelsea under Mourinho, the casino, and 15 goals in a season once. Yeah, I mean, I must admit, we don't concede a lot of goals either, but we're not great at putting the ball between the two white sticks. It's not really a thing that is top of the list. Right, delighted again, 4-1 win, even though we went down to 10 men. Okay, Dortmund, come on. Right, we're going to, let me have a just quick look at, see, remember to do it this time. Look, switched on or what? Dortmund, 23rd. Right, we can get a couple of days in there. I tell you what, done well tonight for getting games in. Done really well tonight for getting games in. Okay, let's have a quick look. So what have we got here now? We've got Dortmund, AC Monza, and then Everton. We're going to play all these three games. We'll finish on Everton tonight, but we're going to play all these three games. The new Resident Evil is worth playing. You know what, Dan Davey? I've always looked at Resident Evil, and it's one of those games that I've always thought I'd really want to, and I've never played a Resident Evil, although I have to say I'm a bit funny, and I think it's first person, isn't it, Resident Evil? I don't like first person games. Yeah, it does. I've seen, yeah, definitely, Trev. The James Bond one does look very, very good. I'm not a big James Bond fan, but that does look very good. Releases end of May. That might be ideal for me, that, Trev. I might have just about finished Assassin's Creed, and then I'll wait a few weeks for it to drop in price. And then, because I think that James Bond will be a game that's bought in en masse, and then there'll be a lot of them at CEX. So I'm waffling here, and I need to be getting games played. You can change the camera on this one. Oh my God, Dan Davey. Now that could be a bit of a game changer. What is it? Is it a number, or has it got a name? Resident Evil, what is it? Why is there a black samurai in this game? What's wrong with these people? It's a great game. If I had my way, I'd recommend it out to everybody. I love Assassin's Creed. It's a fantastic game. And it's funny. It's really funny as well. Because if you've ever played Assassin's Creed before, you've always got somebody who is very slight, quite slightly built, and when you do the viewing points and then you dive off into the hay bale, and they're very graceful at it, aren't they? You know, they dive in, and it's brilliant. We get the samurai doing it. He doesn't dive gracefully at all. He's a humongous hulking bloody beast, and he usually lands on his backside, and then when he gets out of the hay, he'll say something really funny. It's proper funny, that. I love it. Love Assassin's Creed. I'll put my rest days in, didn't I? Resident Evil Requiem. Right. I'm just going to write that one down, just because I've got a head like a sieve. Resident Evil Requiem. Right. Okay. Good information. It's a bit like TV series, isn't it? You know, everybody like passes around the latest TV series that they've watched that's good. And it's the same with games. If you get a good recommendation for something, then... I love the sniper games, me. The sniper games are brilliant. Which is number 9 in the series. Ghost of Yeti was good. If you like Shadows, you'll like Yote. Right, okay. You can't. I love games where, like, I think the reason it's taken me so long to do the game is I love going to like a fortress or an encampment, and then get my bow and arrow out and just stealthily pick off all of these, these die shows. So you've got these samurai die shows that you've got to take out, and there might be 2, 3, 4. And you've got to take them out, and I love doing it stealthily. It's just, I just find it really good fun. Let's continue. I just had to buy my nephew's turned 16, so we pre-ordered it for release. But that's been going on about. Right, okay. Been playing Dragon's Dogma 2 lately, right? Okay, I don't know anything about that game. I do like the stealth games. I really like the stealth games, which is a bit weird because when I started playing World of Warcraft years ago, my son set me up with a rogue. That was the first character I ever played on World of Warcraft. And I really didn't like it. I mean, obviously the rogues are all, they're like the stealth characters and stuff, creeping up on people. And I didn't like it, and I ended up playing mages and priests and whatever. But yeah, I do like the stealthing stuff now. It's just great. Love it. Right, okay, it's Dortmund. It's the Champions League. We need to win these 2 games. And we've been on a great run tonight. We've dropped 2 points all night, so we should really be winning this game quite easily. Tomori Andu for on yellow cards. Right, okay. I think we're just going to play with the same team, you know. I don't see any reason to change it. Okay, here we go. Dortmund. This is the competition that we need to win. Serie A is like a bit of an afterthought now. We need to be winning this. Ghost of Yote. So this is another Resident Evil one, is it? How do you spell that? Yotai. I think it's good as well. Sometimes you get a little bit, stuck into like a game type, whereas playing a different game like Resident Evil is the games I like are the Tom Clancy ones. That I love the Tom Clancy ones, but there's not been one out for ages. Well, not for the PS5, there hasn't. Right, come on, lads. Should be right up your alley then. The developers are known for stealth with the Hitman series. Oh, Hitman. What a game Hitman was. Absolutely brilliant. Loved it. I think I am really going to like that James Bond game. I watched a trailer for it the other day. And when I watched it, I thought, you know what? Hey, up, Lorenzo's in here. Put it in the net. He's missed it. Yeah, I really do like them kind of games. Of course, James Bond, it's something a bit different, isn't it, as well? So released the end of May. Like I say, by the time I finish playing Assassin's Creed, then I should be all right for picking James Bond up at CEX. It's games like there's 2 Ghost games. One came out a few years ago. Oh, right, okay. Right, okay, I'm with it. I'm with it. Okay, so after being absolutely brilliant all night, we've come back into the Champions League and we're losing 1-0 to Dortmund. No, you're not meant to do it in game, are you? You're meant to do it out of game. Go on, Montoro. Come on. Lorenzo Lucas already missed one. Oh, you've put that over the top. Let's give it a demand more. Of course, this is a problem. They are second. They're second in the Champions League stage. So we're up against it a bit, aren't we? Retro Space Invader. Oh, bloody hell. I remember when, well, it wasn't when I first got married, but a couple of years into marriage, and we bought the bloody, we bought one of these consoles with the ping pong thing. And we used to sit there for ages playing the ping pong thing. And yeah, at the time you're like, bloody hell, this is amazing. Could play this for hours. How games have come on. Yes! Lorenzo, lad. 9 goals in 7 matches in the Champions League. 1-1. Come on! And then we bought what was it called? My nephew had bought one, and what was that bloody console called? Can't think what it was now. And some of the games on that were bloody brilliant. I mean, again, we're talking about, I mean, my daughter was only like 3 or 4 then. We're talking like 40 years ago. I can't think what it was called. The console. Okay, 1-1, half time. Let's give them some words of wisdom at half time. And then, no, it wasn't down. No, it wasn't. It was, I don't even think they were around then, like 40 odd years ago. What was it called? I can't bloody think what the name of the console was. But it had games on it like Pac-Man and stuff like that. There was a specific game that we sat for hours and played. No. What was it called? It was something Chase, I think it was called. Something Chase. Or Chase something. All right, we're going to encourage them. All looking reasonably fit. I just bought myself the Pac-Man version of the Atari, and that plays the original Atari cartridges. No, it wasn't, Daniel. It wasn't Atari. It wasn't. No, I can't think of the bloody thing. It was weird because I went round to we visited my sister-in-law, and then her kids had bought it, and I thought, this is bloody amazing, this. So we bought one as well. Commodore 64, no. Amiga, Atari, no. No. It'll come to me. When I've finished on stream, it'll come to me. I'll do a bit of research and I'll find out what it was called. But yeah, there was some great games on that. But we had a shop at the time. We used to close for lunch. So as soon as we bolted the door, we grabbed a sandwich and then straight up into the living room, because we lived above the shop, and stuck the thing on and then played it for an hour. Honestly. Right, okay, I'm not concentrating on the game here. Right, 13 shots, 7 on target. I still have a Vectrex. No, it wasn't one of them either. Okay, we are looking very tired here. Let's bring Moise Keane on. Kalali can come on the wing. I'm going to make all attacking changes here. And come on, Zimash, it's your time to shine, mate. It's the Champions League. Stick one in the back of the net and get a 2-1 for us. Come on, you can do it. I mean, to be honest, it probably wasn't, because I mean, in those days, I wasn't really that interested in computer games. It probably wasn't even the best console on the market at the time, but we enjoyed it. It was really good. I mean, I'm quite a late comer to console games. I mean, when my son was young, you know, we bought him the PlayStations as he got older and stuff. But I was never very good at them. At the time, my dexterity wasn't great. I just wasn't great at doing the, you know, the control. I mean, I'm a lot better now. Playing Morrowind. Is that one of the top-down ones, Alex? Right, let's go more direct. Let's play for set pieces. I think I can make one more change, can't I, as well? Right, let's bring Kerim on for Engard. We're throwing the kitchen sink at it now. The precursor to Oblivion and Skyrim. Right, okay. Right, what position are we going to play him in? Moise Keane. We'll play him as a poacher. Let's have a look. Keane up top. Zimash. Kerim. Kalali. That. Okay. And we're going to go attacking. A draw really isn't much use to us, but then again, it is Dortmund. Can we get a winner in these last minutes? No. 4 minutes of time added on. We're not going to do it, are we? No. No. 1-1. Not good enough, really, I'm afraid. Not good enough. So how does that leave now? Hold on a minute. What are we doing here? Live table. Well, that's what we want in it. You know, live table. No, it's not there. Right, address the team. I mean, I'm going to sympathise with them. Leave match. Right, okay. Um, 20. Jesus, it's just ridiculous, isn't it? This. What's going on here? Oh yeah, you see Monza. This schedule is just ridiculous. 24, 26. It's absolutely relentless, this schedule. What am I doing here? Training, rest players, 1 day. Right, okay. So we've got this Monza to play. What time is it now? Oh my God, it's 11:15. Right, let me just have a look at this Champions League table now. So we're in 13th place now, 12 points. It's still possible, but we're going to need results in other areas. There's not many jobs available. Mönchengladbach in Germany, insecure. Eintracht Frankfurt in Germany, insecure. Eintracht Frankfurt looking, oh, hold on a minute. Yeah. 3 losses, 2 draws. When did sympathise become an option? You can win a game 5-0, Craig, and you still got that option, sympathise. So you're going to sympathise with your team when you've won 5-0. I am actually going to instant result this next game now, because I want to get this Everton game out of the way, and then we know where we are for Friday night. I'm going to instant result it. If you have joined the stream, we're playing the console version of Football Manager 2026, and I am playing it on a PS5, managing Fiorentina over in Italy. Right, okay. Let's bring Zmash in up top. Try and keep my players. Let's make a few changes to the team, particularly the players up front. Conde is okay. Conde needs to come out because he got that red card, didn't he? Right, let's give that a save. I think it's a console thing. Yeah, I mean, not playing the PC version, I wouldn't know. Right, I'm going to instant result this game. I want to get to this Everton game just to see whether what's that? It's like an yeah, that's okay. To see whether we can get in that top 8. I don't think we will now. Oh, we won 4-0. Okay. Right, let's see if we can get some little bit of outstanding Amatucci captures the attention. Right, okay. Well, we're out 28th of the 1st. And we're playing Everton on the 30th. Right. Last chances to get into the top 8, but I don't think it's happening. Rest players for 1 day. Oh, let's just have a look at the Inbox. Classic Keen on form. Right. Yeah, I've done it, Craig. I've done it. I've got 1 day in. Control plus to save if you have a keyboard as well. You can do Control plus. Oh, to save, right? Okay. Yeah, the one thing that beats me is the time between games and clicking that continue button and then managing to get in there quick before it ticks over. Because 3 days between games, it just doesn't give you any time to get resting, does it? Right, last game of the evening this now, playing Everton. And, well, we need a win, but I honestly can't see us getting in the top 8. But you never know. You never know. Right, so we're going to play Lorenzo Luca up top. So they've all had a nice little rest. Although, to be fair, I think we did discuss this in the last episode. It may well be because I instant resulted it that my assistant manager played the first team anyway. So it might not make any bloody difference, to be honest. Right, okay. I think is Conde back fit again? Conde was he was red carded, wasn't he? He was red carded, Conde. He got sent off. I mean, Champions League. I mean, I prefer Erline anyway. Yeah, I prefer Erline anyway. I think this is the best team I can put out. So let's see if we can beat Everton. I press sympathise after won the Caribou Cup. Oh my God. 1 game or 2. It's usually 3 games, isn't it, Trev? You know, they normally get a red card, and then I don't think I've ever seen it do anything else. So it's a 1 game, but it always gets converted to 3. Well, it does on the console anyway. I mean, I've given up with that now. It's one of those things that needs changing, but it's not going to do, is it? Yeah, sending off one red card always gets converted to a 3 for me every single time. Right, come on, lads. We need to get a win here now, and we're not playing a team who are that fancied. So just play the way that you do in Serie A. Just get the win. In fact, let's go positive. Just get the win, and then let's see where we are. Right, stick it on Lorenzo's head. Back to him. Chip it in again. Ooh, over the top. Come on, lads. We need to get a goal here. Go on your way. Go on, Lorenzo, lad. Pass. Up the wing. Nice ball. Pass. Get in the box. Hit in the box. Get that in. Come on, Lorenzo Luca. Beautiful. 1-0. Going for top 8. I am, Alex. Yeah, is a win even. I don't know. I don't know, Trev. I don't think it will be, but we have got a chance, I think. Let's just let's look at the league now. We've jumped up to 5th now. Now we've scored that goal. We're in 5th place. But look at this here. 14, 14, 14, 14, 14, 13, 13. It's so close, it's ridiculous. We're in 6th place as we speak. Yeah, I get that all the time, Mike. 16 points will get you to top 8. The most we can get is 15, Alex. The most points we can get is 15. But it could come down to goal difference. We have dropped to 7th now. Right, let's address the team. So we're pleased. Any tiredness? No, there isn't. Okay, let's go into the second half. I've got a feeling in the 96th minute, this league table is going to jump. And look where Dortmund have dropped to. We're in 6th place at the moment. It's going to be goal difference. 6th place at the moment. So we need... Right, come on, let's get another one. Let's make sure of it. We can only do our job here. That's all we can do. Just win the game, worry about everybody else afterwards. Potter, absolutely shocking. Time to bat Everton then. Yeah, exactly. Still 6th. Like I say, I've got a feeling here that 96th minute and Benfica will score a goal and then jump above us, or Barcelona or whoever. I don't like this. There's only 1 goal in it as well. Don't like this. Don't like this. Right, well, that's screwed that. We've dropped down to... Where are we? I can't see us. Oh, we're 13th at the moment now. We need to get back in the lead. Right, okay. Keane has been good for a goal in the last few games. Kalali and Rubino, that has done us okay. Right, what we do is 3. 1 more change. Let's bring Emery on. He's got plenty of Champions League experience. Thomas, yeah, Everton in the Champions League. Well, that's interesting. One of the lads in the chat tonight has said in his save, Everton have got relegated. So it just shows you, doesn't it? Right, what else can I do here now? Positive. At least you don't get completely knocked out of the Champions League yet. No, we don't. No, you're right, Trev. We don't. But what I would have liked is to avoid those playoff games, really. Right, okay, 4 changes made. Can we get another goal or not? This game loves sending you to bed, Grumpy. It certainly does. It certainly does. Yeah, I think it's done its job, the game now, hasn't it, really? It's given us that little bit of hope. We were up to 6, but then drags it away again. It's typical Football Manager style, isn't it? 10 minutes left. We're not doing this. Unfortunately, we are not doing this, I don't think. Bring Zimash on up front. Managed to get Emery. He hasn't been, though, Thomas. He hasn't been an unreal signing. I'm in 2029, I think. I said they used to qualify for the Champions League once, spending stupid money on foreign spending, going to admission and get relegated like clockwork. Oh, God. Yeah, we ain't winning this game. It's going to be playoffs, I think. We've got Zmash up front now. I don't even think there's any point in changing style or anything. I think the game's made its mind up that we ain't doing it. Yeah, we're in 13th place. Time's ticking away now. Little chance there, but none of these chances are going to go in. Up over the top. So we've had two after what has been an absolutely amazing evening. It's been absolutely incredible in Serie A. We've won virtually every game. We're running away with that league. And the two Champions League games, that are the only games really I wanted to play. And we've done nothing in either of them. Ball forward, Zmash wide. Getting the... Yeah, we needed a ball over the top for Zmash to run onto there. He's lost the ball. No, he's not. Keen. Ball out wide. Come on, Ali! Come on, Ali! Come on! Come on! Is that going to get disallowed? Referee wants to look at it. It don't tell me it's going to get disallowed. It's a warning. It's 2-1. It's 2-1. Let's have a look at the league. Is this going to mean top 8 or not? We're giving the ball away now. 4 minutes of time added on. Ball over the top. McNeil's onto it. He's in the bot. Oh, you're having a laugh, aren't you? Are you having a laugh there? Well, I have no words. What just happened there? Finished 7th? I finished 7th? Where? I haven't. I haven't finished 7th. I mean, there are still games ongoing, but we've only got 13 points. No? 13th? You're right, Craig. Some days, if it wasn't for bad luck, you'd have no luck at all. I mean, let's just remind ourselves again of how it's gone tonight. I mean, just look at this tonight. Been absolutely brilliant until we get to the Champions League. And Everton finished in what place? What did Everton finish in? Everton finished in 18th place. 3 won, 3 drawn, 2 lost, 12 points. Camino, yeah, I didn't even see that, Camino. I didn't see where it said 7th, but it must have not updated. Still a long stretch of being undefeated. It is, but the problem is in the Champions League, 8 draws, which means you go undefeated, doesn't get you anywhere, does it really? It's like 8 points and get them again in the knockout rounds. And I've done nothing that I can see. No, Craig, there isn't. No, it's no, it isn't. Okay, let's give it a save there, and let's have a look at the league position then. And do need to keep a big eye now on the jobs market. I need a big eye on the jobs market now. Southampton Premier League insecure, 20th place. Stockport County? I used to live in Stockport. Who's that in Bundesliga 2? I don't know. That's weird, that, because there were a couple of Bundesliga teams in there when I looked before that game. When is the knockout drawn? I'm not quite sure, actually. I don't know. I mean, there's another game pretty quickly now. So we play Bologna on the 3rd. So it's not going to be before then. See, I mean, you know, you read these things here and it gives you a bit of an insight, doesn't it? So basically it's saying there that Everton hold out for a draw. So obviously we're favourites for that game then. Everton hold out for a draw. I mean, why could the game not just give me that 2-1 win then? Why, like 10 seconds later, did they have to have Everton equalise? Okay, well, it is what it is. Right, well, I think that is that is going to be the last game of the evening. So we'll be back on Friday about 7:30 again, and we'll find out who we get in the last 16. I'm just running the game on a little bit. I don't think the draw will be made yet. I can't see it. Curveballs and level the difficulty. You're absolutely spot on there, Trev. Spot on. Rare review team selection. Yeah, we're into the next game now, and it's not been drawn. So who could we get there then? What teams could we get? Where's the league stage? League phase. So we could get Sporting, Real Madrid, Paris Saint-Germain, AC Milan, Inter Milan, Monaco, Chelsea, Juventus, Everton, Olympiacos, Stuttgart, Atletico Madrid. This bloody Bodo Glimt have come from nowhere, haven't they? Even in Fantasyland, they're doing well in the Champions League. All right, we already know, don't we, which team I'm going to get. It's either going to be Real Madrid or Paris Saint-Germain, so we already know that, don't we? I think I need to be looking at the jobs market as we go forward now. My money's on Everton. I'll bet you get Sporting. Okay, thanks, Mike. Thanks for coming in. Thanks, Alex. Watch it be Real Madrid or PSG. I know. Alex is saying he's calling it now, Everton. I don't know. I mean, who knows? We'll find out on Friday night anyway. It's something to look forward to, isn't it? The fact that we didn't get in the top 8. Right, I'm going to call it a night there, and I shall see you again, hopefully, about 7:30 on Friday. And to boil myself some... You're going to boil yourself some toast? That sounds bloody scrummy, that does, Craig. Boil yourself some toast. Marvellous. Right, okay. Well, thanks for everybody who came in tonight. Thanks for everybody who commented. If you did come in and you liked and subscribed and hit the notification bell, that's amazing as well. All helps the channel to grow. And we're moving on from 1,500 subscribers now. And the next big target is 2,000. It will take me a while to get there, but I'm sure I will get there. Okay, thanks very much. And I shall see you on Friday. And hopefully we can do a bit better than we've done tonight in the Champions League. All right.